Hey there, it's Maini Homer back again. How are you? Good to see you on this, just another video in our video series. We have over 60 videos that we've taken, and you have access to all of them by your subscription. So I hope you're enjoying them, and I hope you're getting heaps and heaps of value out of them, because that is my goal, to provide heaps of value to you guys. So, okay, so today's video is about developing your client base. Okay, now, with 17 years business experience, I've had to do this in several different industries and create several different client lists, and I've done each one successfully. So it's, even though it can seem really hard when you're first starting your business, it's actually not that difficult. And if you just ask yourself these series of questions, the answers will come, and then you'll know exactly where to go and how to do it. So, okay, so first of all, what you need to be certain of is who is your ideal client. Okay, so who who do you want to sell your product to? Who do you want to, attract into your business? Okay, so that's number one. So the things that you need to ascertain. Okay, first of all, you need to decide: do you want to go for men or do you want to go for women? Okay, or do you want to go for both? I mean, maybe you want to go for both. Perhaps your product or your service is, suitable for both people. So, you need to be able to be clear. What do you want? Okay. And, is there a certain age limit? Is there a certain age of people that you would think would buy your product more? Like, I mean, is it the younger generation? Are they retired? What are they actually doing? Okay. How old are they? Okay. And another thing you can ask yourself too is, what kind of family do they have? Are they mums and dads? Are they grandparents? Are they teens? Are they, like, young adults that, are out on the town all every night and don't really have family yet? Exactly who are they, and what is it that, what's their age and what do they do? Okay. And, I mean, you know, what's their income bracket like? I mean, are they like lower income people? Are they, like, high income earners? Exactly. Where is their income bracket? And exactly, like, how much money do they make? Because depending on what your product and service is, if you're going for a specific market, then this is going to be able to, tell you exactly where you need to price your product and where you need to aim for. Okay. And now, what do they do for a living? Do they have a certain career? Do they have a certain, like, way that they earn their money? Are they business people? Are they like people that, medical people? Do they work in the medical industry? Like, exactly what do they do for a living? What do they do? Okay. So, and what are they passionate about? Now, this is number one. Okay. Because you know what I mean? If you're not doing your passion, you're not living, right? Because, we all know that, you've got to chase your passion, because life is too short not to. Okay. So what are these people passionate about? What makes them tick? What do they really, really enjoy in life? Like, and, like, what actually makes their heart sing? Because these are the things that you really want to look for. These are the things you want to go for, okay? And these are the things that will help you determine your ideal client, okay? So you can even go as far as working out exactly what they look like if you want to. I mean, how do they dress? Do they dress in designer clothes? Do they, like, are they, like, they blue collar workers? Exactly, how do they dress? And like, do they care about quality, or are they not so worried about that? Is it more price driven? Exactly who, what, where, and why. Okay, and you can ask things like, you can ask yourself, like, okay, so what would they do for fun? This kind of person that I want to attract into my business, what would they do for fun? Okay, where do they go? What are their hobbies? What are their interests? Okay, what do they do on the weekend? Do they go fishing? Are they the kind of people that go outdoor stuff? Exactly what kind of things do they do to entertain themselves? Because you know what? That is where you're going to do your advertising, okay? That's where you're going to spark interest. If you do your advertising around the things that they love to do and the things around their passions, you're going to spark more of their interest, and you're going to get more and more of them on boards, okay? And now, once you know that, then you can start asking questions like, what are the biggest problems these people face? Okay, so what are the biggest issues that they face? Okay, I mean, it might be something that your product and service can actually resolve for them, which obviously would be ideal, because that's what you want to do with people. You want to solve their problems, but you want to have an idea of exactly what it is. What problem could your service or your product solve for these people? Okay, so that's number one. Okay, because at the end of the day, that's what people want you to do. They want you to solve their problem. Okay, so number one, they want you to solve their problem. Okay, so look at your product and look at who it solves problems for and what problems it solves. Okay, and also you can have a look and you can decide, okay, so what do they need help with? Okay, that's another thing. Okay, so what else do they need help with? And this is great for advertising. You can look at, again, looking at issues they have and problems that they have, and you can solve it for them. And if you can do that, people will shop with you, because that is what they want. Everybody wants their problems and everybody wants their needs met. Okay, so if you can work out your ideal client and work out exactly what they need, or what problem you can solve, then you are going to be on a winner. And that will give you a very clear map of where they are. Okay, so you'll be able to go and find them, because I mean, let's face it. Okay, let's just take for example, like, you know, maybe some of them are into fishing. Okay, if you go for men, maybe they're into fishing. Well, where would be the best place to advertise your stuff? It would be where the fishermen go, wouldn't it? So is that going to be in fishing magazines? Probably. Is it going to be in anything else related to fishing? Probably. Okay, so it just depends on what their interests are. I mean, if your demographic is young like adults, then, you know, what are they into? What kind of things do they like to do? And where would they be? And where could your product fit in with what they like to do? Okay, so here's some ideas on how to go there yourself. Okay, so here's a great idea. Okay, so if you want to attract a certain person to your business, okay, like, you know, connects with like. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to be that client yourself. Okay, that's a great way to do it. Okay, so be that client yourself, because if you are like the people that are coming into your store or buying from you, then they're going to like you and they're going to buy. Okay, simple as that. Okay, so here's some great places that you can actually go and find your ideal client. Okay, let's talk about online. Okay, what groups? What groups are on Facebook where your target market is? Okay, so think about what groups are on Facebook. And this is where their interests and their hobby. Remember, Facebook's about having fun. Okay, so that's what you want to make it. You want to make it fun. Okay, so what groups are around their hobbies? What groups are around their interests? Okay, what pages are there that are around their interests and stuff like that? Okay, and what gatherings can you find? What events can you go to? What online events can you go to? What online events could you create that would attract your target market? Okay. Now, in person, okay, what meetup groups are there out there? What meetup groups would suit your target market and that you could, you know, solve people's problems with your product, okay? Where would you go for your meetup groups, okay? What kind of meetup groups would they be? What about networking events? What networking events could you find in your local area or in areas close by where you could go and your product or your service could solve the problem of the people at that network meeting, okay? And, you know, if you're going, say, for the mums, maybe the mums out there, then why not go to mothers groups, okay? And get yourself known in the mothers groups and in the mothers circle. So therefore, your problem can your product can resolve their problem, okay? So don't go in there to sell though, okay? Biggest, big mistake that you can make is you go and you make a relationship with someone and you just instantly push your product, or you instantly ask them to like your page, or you do a big introduction on who you are and say, buy my stuff, okay? Don't do that, okay? Because what you want to do is you want to build relationships, okay? There's another video coming up about that shortly, okay? About building relationships and not just rushing in and doing the big sell, okay? Now, look, one of the biggest things that I need you to hear right now is, okay, is that if you do work out your target market and you do work out, you know, who your clients are, your ideal client, okay, and you do choose to do some advertising, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on, you know, through other means, okay, you must, and this is a must, this is M-U-S-T, okay, you must test and measure your advertising, okay? Now, here are some of the things you need to test. You need to test, like, how many conversion and like how many people called from your ad or contacted you from your ad, okay? How many people called you from your ad, okay? What kind of people were you attracting from that ad, okay? Were they your ideal market or were you attracting other people, okay? Out of those people that called, how many people bought your product, okay? How many people bought your product? Now, this is what we call your conversion rate, okay? So it is how many people called on your ad, how many people bought your product, okay? And that tells you how you're going, okay? How many times are they likely to come back to you and buy another product or the same product, okay? Is your product going to last them for a long time, or is it something that is going to be bought regularly, okay? That's the next thing you want to test and measure is how often are they coming to buy your product, okay? And the last thing you want to know, and the most vitally important thing to know, is where did they hear about you, okay? So there is no point in doing 4 or 5 different kinds of advertising if you are not testing and measuring where the leads are coming from, okay? I cannot stress this enough, okay? You must test and measure, and you must find out where your leads are coming from so that you know what to eliminate, in other words, what not to advertise in again, and what to probably put more money into next time, okay? Because if you've got one here that's brought you in 50 leads and you converted, say, 25 of them, okay, fantastic conversion rate, by the way, and then you got this one that brought in 3 leads and you didn't get anything, but this cost you twice as much as this one, which one's the one you're going to go with next time? this one. However, if you haven't tested and measured properly, you're not going to know which one it was. Okay, so I cannot stress this enough. Okay, if you're doing any advertising for any product or any business, okay, you must test and measure. Okay, so I hope this video has been valuable for you. If you are in business for yourself and you want to be involved in a very, very supportive community, we have one over at Tall Poppies Rising. Now, this is a community of like-minded business women and people that want to get into business, who just want a supportive community and just want, to be surrounded by like-minded people who are out there just to support and to help you grow your business. Okay, so we're called Tall Poppies Rising, and we'd love to have you on board. Okay, so again, I hope this has been valuable for you tonight, and please stick by because there's more videos coming. Okay, so have a fantastic night, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.